My name is Willard Fair, and I'm the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Urban League of Greater Miami. I've been doing this for the last 55 years. I came here in 1963 straight from graduate school, and I decided that I wanted to stay here. Originally, I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Went to high school in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Went to undergraduate school at Johnson C. Smith University in Charlotte, North Carolina. And went to graduate school at Atlanta University School of Social Work in Atlanta, Georgia. I needed a job, that's why I moved to Miami. I've been going to school all my life. Back in the day, when I was in high school, undergraduate school, and graduate school, there was a draft to the armed services. But if you stayed in school, then you were exempt from the draft. So my parents kept me in school all the way through to the master's degree level. So I came here because I needed a job. Got out of graduate school, thought I was going to go into the Army, thought I had a great plan, go into the Army, stay 3 years, be commissioned as a second lieutenant, spend my 3 years in a major metropolitan area at a VA hospital as part of a team of support for veterans, do that, come out, and I thought I would be in good shape. But I got rejected when I volunteered, hurt my knee playing basketball, and they didn't want to take the risk with me, so I ended up without a job. Strange thing how I got to Miami. I needed a job, couldn't find a job, went to the Urban League in my hometown, which is Winston-Salem, North Carolina. The president and CEO was a guy by the name of Sam Harvey, and I said, Sam, I need a job. Can you help me find jobs? Because the Urban League's primary role back in those days was to assist black people in finding better jobs. So Sam said, you know what, you've got a master's degree in social work. Things are getting ready to change. When they change, the black people in America who are going to be eligible to apply for the new jobs as a result of the change are going to be Urban League execs. So if you come in with your degrees, with your intelligence, with your background, when we move, you ought to move right up the chain. I said, well, fine with me. What does the Urban League do besides find jobs for people? Because I knew nothing about the Urban League back in those days. So he gave me a little brief overview as to what the Urban League did. He said, where would you like to work? So I said, well, I'd like to work either in Atlanta, because I had a great 2 years, and 2 summers in Atlanta. Almost flunked out because I got caught up in the civil rights movement and demonstrating in the daytime, studying at night, having big fun. So I said, well, I'd like to go to Atlanta, and if I can't go to Atlanta, I'd like to go to Florida, because I met my wife in graduate school, and she was from St. Petersburg, Florida. Luck had it that there was a vacancy in Miami. So Sam Harvey called the president and CEO of the Miami Urban League, whose name was James Whitehead. He said, I got this young man here. He's looking for a job, been active in the civil rights movement, won't you look at him? So James Whitehead said, well, you know, he has no experience, and I'm getting ready to make some moves, and I need to have somebody with some experience to follow me. He said, but if I can't find anybody with any experience, I'll give him a look-see. He said, I'm going to the National Urban League Conference in Lexington, Kentucky. If I don't find anybody, I'll call you. So I got my fingers crossed. Please don't find anybody. Please don't find anybody, because I need a job. He didn't find anybody. And I came down for the interview, got hired, and you know the rest of the story. yeah, only 24, your first job. Yeah, away from home. new city, no friends, no family. No, I was scared. What was going to be expected. Never had a job before. Didn't know how well I would do. Knew that I had self-confidence. Knew that I felt that I was smart. But had never been in a real job before. Had worked all my life, but never been in a real job before. Came down and was interviewed by Blanche Calloway, who is the sister of Cab Calloway. You wouldn't know anything about those two persons, but Cab Calloway was a great black entertainer back when things were colored at that point. And came, got the job, been here 6 months. And just as Sam Hobbit predicted, my predecessor resigned to go over to Dade County to work as the Deputy Director of the Dade County Urban Renewal Program. And here's the vacancy now for the President and CEO of the Miami affiliate. And the Board of Directors at that time was led by the late Dr. R.P. Davis, who was a dentist in Overtown, who was the founder of the Urban League of Greater Miami. He was chairman of the board, and they were trying to figure out who was going to replace James Whitehead, who was my boss. They got wind of the fact that Whitney M. Young Jr., who was the president of the National Urban League and who had recently been the dean of the School of Social Work in Atlanta, Georgia, was going to bring one of his cronies down from Atlanta to run the Miami Urban League. And the local people said, we don't like that. This is our affiliate, and we would not allow anybody from someplace else to hire somebody that we know nothing about to run our affiliate. So they had possession of the affiliate. They had ownership of the affiliate. And they argued back and forth as to what they should do. And then Dr. Davis said, well, and before we let him do this, we'll give this job to this boy right here. So I said, okay. So he said, do you want this job? So I said, well, if y'all want to give it to me. And I got about 6 months experience. They offered me the job, to be in charge. I said, if y'all want to give it to me, they gave it to me. They gave it to me. At 24 years of age, I became the youngest executive in the history of the urban movement. Had no managerial experience, had no real work experience, but by faith, I was destined to get this job. I was destined to be here. That's why I'm still here 55 years later. That path said to me, I was destined to be here. Unemployed, wanted to go to the Army, thought I had my own agenda worked out, but it was never worked out because I was not in charge. I ended up in the belly of Miami, and I've never looked back. When I came here in 1963, black folks could not work any place that they wanted to work. We integrated every workforce in Dade County, every workforce. There were no black sales clerks in downtown Miami, in Jordan Marsh, Richard's Department Store, or Bird Eyes. We recruited and placed the first black sales clerks in downtown Miami. We integrated all of the principal trade programs in this community. We did those things that were necessary. So the first black chief of police, the first black city attorney, the first black city manager, the first deputy manager of Dade County, through a night. We were all part of that process that made that happen. So we didn't just take the job. We took the job and did some things with the job.